I met a guy in Florida a year and a half ago, and we just got talking about his experiences when he was young with a J3 Cub, and he flew it to Alaska. And he started talking about the freedom he had going across all the BLM land out west. And one of the things he said is that he chased antelope in Wyoming. And I thought, my God, what a cool experience. And I came back and I talked to Scott, who's a friend of mine, who knows airplanes, and I said, I think I'd like to fly a tailwheel aircraft. And first thing he said to me was, see if you can get in these. And so we visited Oshkosh, and I tried to get into several, and I never felt comfortable because it was too tight. It was too hard to get in. When I could get into this, that made a big difference for me because, okay, I can do this. The extra room in here, it makes all the difference to me. And I think that to a lot of people who maybe aren't as flexible as they used to be, it's just, can you get in? And once that happens, then it opens up all the other possibilities. And that started it. We started to talk about backcountry flying, which I had no idea what it was, and came down here and just started. I'd say do it, just do it. But I would also say do it experientially. Try to engage with somebody who can take you on a journey, because it's the journey that makes everything so much more important and valuable. So try to find that, try to find somebody that you get along with, that you really enjoy being around, that you can learn from, that you trust, because there's a certain trust element that has to happen. But then really try to make it a journey. Go somewhere. See if somebody will take you for a weekend instead of a day, and do it that way. Because your training, your immersion, your sense of confidence, all that stuff really comes from that type of training. I mean, it's spectacular. And when I first came here, I thought, there's no way I'm going to land here, because there's trees, it's nestled in between these hills. But it's a jewel. I mean, it's the more you're here, the more comfortable you are. You kind of understand where to go and how to do things. This morning, I had to go over a hill and around a couple of trees before I could land. But I really looked forward to that. It wasn't something that I was afraid to do. It was like, okay, those are my little benchmarks that I have to be at a certain place, kind of in my head. And it was fun. We spent a lot of time over the last few days kind of getting prepared. But that feeling of being there by yourself, with yourself, there's that maybe a little apprehension at first. But when you're prepared, you almost can't wait to start. And I felt that way today. It's like, I really hope this takeoff goes well because it'll set the tone, and it went fine. And then it was just a matter of trying to hit the points along the way that we learned. And all I can say, it was fun. It was just fun. This is the next thing for me. And that is a really great feeling to know that there is a next thing that's been as fun as what I'd been involved in before. It's different, it's a challenge, but it's a really great feeling. Because this is the beginning for me. The uncharted is if someday I can land on a sandbar, someday I can chase an antelope in Wyoming. for sure. Fly to the Bahamas and land on a beach. You know, I think all of that's possible. Now, whether I do it, I don't know. I hope so, but it's all possible.